You know what? We can't talk about players that we haven't signed, or signed. So I think hypothetically we can say that we're certainly looking to get better, and when it's appropriate, be happy to talk about anybody that it's appropriate. Just something we can't do right now.
What do you, from afar, just as a baseball coach, improve your team?
Well, it can kind of change because, I mean, one, Hedgie, our catcher, is a free agent, so he's earned that right. We love him. There's no getting around that, but he's earned the right. So things don't always happen like at the winter meetings. Everybody laugh when I see people say, well, they won the winter meetings. Well, see them started. And we try to stay in our lane a little bit, because if you don't, sometimes you don't get anything done. So our guys do a good job of that, of trying to figure out how we can get better. And if it makes a splash, good. Sometimes they don't make a splash, but they still make us better.
How far in advance do you do talks between yourself and upper management as far as planning out seasons ahead?
We talk probably almost every day. Like, we don't have to have meetings just because we talk so much. They know how I feel, and I know how they feel. I mean, we don't have to set up meetings. We just talk. It's good.
Tito, how important is it to find a little more right-handed balance in the lineup?
That would be something that's on our radar. Something maybe we could, I don't want to say put a little fear, but put some thump against some lefties in the middle that maybe we're lacking at times. So that's something that's definitely on our radar.
You guys got a little bit of an extended look at spring training, because I know you guys love what you saw from him, and then quick look at the end of the season. But in that limited time, and then what you heard from the scouting reports, what did you learn about him more this year?
You talking about Bo Naylor? Okay, we love the kid. How do you not? I mean, he's a great kid, and his year this year was phenomenal. I mean, he went back to repeat AA because it was a little bit of a struggle the year before. Not only does he do great there, but he goes to AAA and not just continues hitting, but learning how to run the pitching, the game, and caring about the right things. I mean, his future is really, really bright. Is that opening day? I don't know if we know. I'm not even sure if we know it's in his best. There's things we need to answer. But if you're asking if we love him, yeah. Yeah, I know, but I'm telling you, and I'm being as honest as I can. When the season starts, we will have a catcher catching. I promise you. I just want to mean, like, the winter meetings. You hear like, well, these guys won the winter meetings. Sometimes we need to be patient. Sometimes that's Chris and Cherney do it. I think I don't know how it is viewed from afar, but from us that are with them, they've earned our trust. We know how they operate and how they work, and they'll figure something out. Oh yeah.
Here to be able to be the first team for the all-MLB team. How enjoyable is it for you?
You know what? It allows me the platform to brag, which I love. He's come so far in a short period of time, and pretty cool. I mean, not just the results on the field, but watching him grow as a teammate, and the responsibility, the accountability of being available so much, and he had a lot of appearances. It was really fun to watch.
Do you anticipate many of the guys playing in the WBC?
Probably. I know we have a lot that are eligible, even guys that aren't on our major league team yet. I think there was like 19 potential names. I don't think it'll be anywhere near that. We've it's a little difficult because it's a huge honor, huge honor. At the same time, as a pitcher, we have guys like Tristan. Tristan threw almost close to 200 innings last year. He'd be a guy that, if anything, we'd probably slow play him in spring training a little bit to build him up. And then you're throwing in front of 50,000 people, breaking balls, trying to, before you're ready. So it worries us. But we will do our best to support the guys that want to, because it is an honor.
You got 3 guys from Canada.
I know.
Would you let both
Oh, sure. How do you not? I mean, I do think, like I remember Gomes that one spring didn't go and he stayed, and it really helped him. But how do you tell somebody they can't represent their country? I don't feel good about that.
Do you think there will be many changes for preparation purposes in spring training with maybe rules changes with infield shift limitations or pitch clock? Is there foresee any of that?
Well, okay, so the pitch clock, they're gonna introduce it in the spring, which is good, because my guess is in April, you're gonna probably see some incidents. It's inevitable. Hitter's gonna step out, or somebody's gonna get a ball, and there'll be probably a few things that happen. I do think, from listening to how it was introduced in the minor leagues and knowing our players, they'll make the adjustment. Please don't get that. They'll make the adjustment. You might see it, a couple things, in April, but I think because you're working on in spring. Plus, we're young. Our guys are probably going to have less trouble than maybe some of the veterans.
There's a shift rule. Is that going to help Jose and Naylor and those?
I think you're going to see those hitters, their batting average probably. The ball you're going to see that is that line drive to short right, because you're still going to see shifting. Like you're going to see the guy up the middle, just not all the way over, and you'll see the second baseman way over. But you can't go out and get that short line drive to right. I just hope that it doesn't encourage bad hitting. Like I hope that the unintended consequences don't leak in where guys are really trying to pull now, and you see more strikeouts.
So I hope that with a normal off-season for Josh Naylor, that he would be able to be almost back to like 100% like pre-injury, or do they have an idea of how much he can get back to?
I think our trainers really think that another year removed is going to be really good for him. I think he's committed to trying to slim down a little bit, just because he does have an issue with his leg. I mean, it's real. So we've talked to him about that. I'm even going to reach out to him. In fact, I was thinking about it today, about maybe going back to the outfield a little bit, just to create some versatility. If we can do things like that, you can DH somebody. But I didn't think last year, he started the year, the first maybe 2 weeks in right. I didn't think sending him back and forth was fair to him. Can I take a 2-second timeout? Hi, Pam. Hi, kid. God, I love seeing those pictures. Go ahead. I don't really like her that much anyway.
Who's the bride swing with?
Fuck, my cribbage partner. You know what? I know that he's I think in Cleveland he's viewed like as the lineman that misses the block. Like they don't appreciate the dirty work he does, but when he gives it up, they kind of, he saved our staff so many times. There'd be games where, we run out of pitching, and he'd pop his head in and he'd go, "Hey, I got 3 tomorrow." And I'd be like, and he goes, "I can do it." And he goes, "It'll say," and he meant it. It's just, he probably meant more to me maybe or was appreciated more by me and the coaches than maybe some of the fans.
half? Did you see him as a
No, I thought he was brutal. I'm so happy for him. He's so good, such a good guy. He, you know, I don't know what their won-loss record is because you don't know. I mean, teams are different, but he's really good. He'd be a fun guy to play for. Those guys will enjoy him.
when you guys brought him over? What were your first impressions, or what did he bring to you guys?
Well, he was the second hitting guy, so you're kind of in a, what's the word? Is it subservient? Is that the right word? Where you're second, like you're not really leading. So, you know, we didn't really get to his ideas. It was more of like Van Bo's ideas, and Q was there to support. But we had heard so many good things about him, we wanted to get him in the organization. And then when you get good guys, you know they're going to get better jobs and leave, and that's what happened.
Chris was saying, looks like you replace the bullpen coach internally.
It will be internally. We're kind of working through that right now, but we are going to stay internal. That we know that.
Is Arizona going to keep scoring 95 points a game?
Did you see the Utah game? Not you. You're not allowed to. They. I mean, I love Tommy Lloyd. He is. I have like a man crush on him. But I don't know if they're as good as fourth. Yeah, but I mean, they're probably like 12th, 13th. Like they're going to lose some games this year. Two. It's unbelievable. It's like a European professional league. But they're fun to watch. He's really good coach.
You know, when you think about what happened last season, is it, you know, do you almost, is it hard to repay a year like that? I mean, just kind of really, not come out of nowhere, but really take a lot of hits.
You know what? Okay, so you want to be a little careful about like pounding your chest, like how many come from behind wins we had. Okay, I was really proud of them for that because they kept playing, and there's something to be said for that. But you could have the same approach next year, and you might not win some of those games. I mean, Josh Naylor hits a home run to left field with 2 strikes. I mean, there were some games that, and again, you're proud of the way they competed, but you might play the same exact way and have to win or have to play better to have the same record. I mean, I think that's, you know, we're going to have to find ways to be ahead and not play from behind, or it's going to be harder for us to win that amount of games. I think there's something to be said for that. But some of these guys also have a year of experience under their belt. We just have to remind them that, you know, as you gain experience, the game slows down for you, but we can't slow down the way we play. We still need to make teams try to play at our pace. And I'm confident that they'll be fine with that. It was a pretty fun group. Good? All right, guys. We got breakfast.